Mimi, can you hear me? Okay.
Yes.
All right. Okay. So, guys, this week is a week, a special week, a week when we celebrate the independence of Indonesia. Um, and of course, I wanted to highlight this important moment because, of course, every country has the aspiration to be independent. Um, Independent, it's a great thing, uh, and your previous generation they fight for it to make it happen. So you should be proud of it. Personally, I'm very, very proud of it because Zetta Byte is part of Indonesia. We have, as you know, our legal entity here in Indonesia, where we have our biggest number of people. We have selected Indonesia not because it's beautiful landscape and nice diving spots, but because of its people, and that's the number one criteria for us when at first we decided, Trang and I, to live in Indonesia. That's one very important point. And we, of course, decided to develop business here, even if our customers are not here, develop business here with Indonesian people, so with you guys. So you should be proud of it, and we are very proud of it. When people ask me to talk about Indonesia when they don't know much about Indonesia, and of course they sometimes they know about Bali, and sometimes they don't even know Bali is part of Indonesia. They think it's a country on itself. Um, they they don't know much about Indonesia. It's exactly like you. If I'm telling you about Norway and Denmark, okay, I'm sure that you will be confused between what is Norway, what is Denmark, okay. But it's the same for people in Europe. Indonesia, Singapore, Malaysia, it looks, it's very confused, okay. I always remember one thing that one staff in Paris office sent me something, a package from Paris, and told me, oh, by the way, I I put the address of the Beijing address, and I was in Singapore. And she said, next time you pass by the Beijing address, the Beijing office, you can pick it up. It's not a problem. She was thinking that Singapore, Beijing, KL, Jakarta is on the same train line or metro line, and she was thinking it's very close. And I told her that I never go to Beijing. My boss is in Beijing, but I never go to Beijing. Maybe once a year, twice a year. So that's, of course, something that is really usual, and it's exactly like you guys. If I ask you about something, about Denmark or Norway or any country in Scandinavia, we're not aware of that, and of course, we need some time to check on the map and the thing. So, when people ask me to describe why we have selected Indonesia, I usually make a comparison with Venezuela. Venezuela is a country in the Caribbean, near to the Caribbean islands. It's a beautiful country, amazing landscape, really beautiful people. They many Venezuelan ladies have been Miss Universe, Miss World, etc. It's very well known there that people are beautiful, landscape are amazing, but the people are not that great. And I've been to Venezuela. I even did my rescue diver training and certification in Venezuela in a German diving club. Um, yes, if you go there for holidays for 2, 3 days, maybe it's great, or 1 week, 2 weeks, it's great. But I've been there for almost a month, and at the end of the trip, I said, I'm not interested to come back to Venezuela anymore. Despite they have very nice archipelago, the water is amazing. You dive, you see fish, and underwater thing amazing. Uh, but people, people are not interesting. People are not nice. People, they are not sincere. Okay, they don't have this because of their history. Because many of those people they are descendant of slaves. A lot of mix. There is a reason for that. Okay, but at the end of the day, the result is that you. I didn't really enjoy being with Venezuelan people. Um, but I enjoy to be with Indonesian people. And we love to be in Indonesia. We love the diversity of Indonesia, the richness, because this diversity is its richness. Diversity in terms of culture, religion, uh, um, of course, also landscapes, but it's part of it. But the number one criteria is people, and one really, for me, describe and make a country a great country is definitely the people. And I would say the same for companies. Companies where the atmosphere is not very interesting. People are tough to each other. They not be good team players. It's not interesting company. We want to be a company with a good mood, good working environment for everyone, and we believe that we have a good match. And it's also something like that when you travel to different countries. You come to a country and suddenly you realize, oh, you match very well with people and people match with you. We have the same. So when I started to meet with Indonesian people in the 90s, really at first sight, first steps, I realized, wow, Indonesia it should be my second country. It should be, the country where I want to live. And this is what happened now 10 years ago. So it took something almost 20 years to really make it happen. But finally, we made it. And that's what I believe it makes Indonesia different from other countries. Okay, of course, there are many other criteria. It's a huge country. It's a country of 15, 17,000 islands. It's the biggest Muslim country. There's so many aspects we can talk about Indonesia. It's one of the best diving spots, scuba diving spots in the world. People travel 10, 20 hours flights to come to Indonesia for just staying 1 or 2 weeks for their holidays. And this is something really that not so many countries can say so. So Indonesia is one of a kind, but to me, the number one thing that makes it one of a kind is you guys, the people. And for me, that's the most important thing. I've been to many countries. I had the chance for 25 years to work in Central Europe, Middle East, Africa, Asia Pacific. Uh, the only countries I don't know much is about the American continent. But to me, from the countries I know, Indonesia is the best country, and because we find there the best people. So I don't say so because we are here. I say so because we made it here. It was our choice. It was our decision to make it here. So you should be proud of it, and we are very very proud to be part of Indonesia, and it will remain for a long time. So another thing that happened this week is the fact that many of your colleagues they are on holidays. Okay, so that's and most of them are many of the senior people in the team. Okay, so for the seniors that are still around and that are now in charge, it's your time to shine. I always say so. It's your time to shine because I will check on you. I will follow up with you, but I will also support you. That's very important. Okay. During the normal activity period, you get support from your leaders, and those people who used to support you, they're not around. Of course, in case of very important and blocking problem, you can still contact them by WhatsApp, but I would try to avoid that by any means. Why? Because when we are on holidays, we like to do a good break. And same for you and your holidays. We try not to disturb you. So you will do the same with your leaders as much as possible. If you really face a roadblock that we have no other solution, you do it. But first, you contact me. So because even if I'm on partial holidays this week, because actually today is also a very important day for French Catholics. It's Assumption Day, so all Catholics, you have, of course, all my best wishes, and it's a very important day, and I appreciate those who are here today also. So I'm here to support you guys. Okay, I might not have the direct solutions, but you will find with me someone you can share the problem you face, and then together we will do it. And do not worry about that. There will be no judgment on that, okay? Because what is important is to move forward. Do not get stuck more than 10 minutes on something that obviously you don't see the solution. You might not see the solution, but someone else might see the solution. And how do we define great leaders? Great leaders and great team players, because it applies to everyone. They know how to find help. They know what to do, not to take everything on their own shoulders, but make a conversation with someone to help to unlock the situation. Okay, so I really count on you guys that whenever you face a roadblock on your job, do not hesitate to share it. Okay, do not hesitate to have a talk with the people you work with. Have a talk with me if it's necessary. You just send me a direct message on Zetta chat, and then I'll be there. I have some meetings today and tomorrow also Sometimes I don't reply instantly, but within 1 hour or two maximum, I answer. And if it's something urgent, do not hesitate to send me a WhatsApp. And you don't need to say sorry, excuse me, etc. We're a team, okay? And you, you know, it's totally normal. And even if you contact me, I appreciate it, because what I'm going to tell myself is, oh, is someone who's able to take action when he's facing a problem. So I know I can count on this person. I know that he or she, whenever face a problem, will be able to send me a WhatsApp to unlock the situation, because he or she sent me a message on Zetta chat. It's already maybe 20 minutes and they didn't reply, so uh, he or she make the decision to send me a WhatsApp message. You all have my WhatsApp message, and if you don't have, you can ask Mimi. She will give you. It's no secret, and we want to be working as a team. And working as a team is that we support each other, and that's very important point. I believe that the Indonesian spirit, the Indonesian mindset, is really much about helping each other. I will tell you something that shocked me a long time ago, to tell you the difference between maybe European spirit and Indonesian spirit, and that's very interesting. I was doing interviews of some staff at the time. It was the 90s, 20 years ago, 30 years ago. And I asked a question, okay, what you gonna do if you are trying to do something and you realize that you don't have the necessary knowledge level to settle this problem? What will be your first reflex to do? Okay. And 100% of people, they reply, oh, I will ask my friend. And as a European, I was shocked. You say so in a European interview, definitely you are eliminated. Because in Europe, the first reflex is not to ask a friend. The first reflex is to look for information on internet before it was on the book, looking for reference, looking for tangible, official, for sure reliable reference. Because we know a friend is not necessarily reliable, right? Your friend may know or may not know, or may think she or he knows, but he doesn't know, okay? So, but actually, after the years, I realized that that's a good reflex. That's a very good reflex. Why? Because when you ask your friend, you speak out your problem. And when you speak out your problem, you may find yourself the problem, the solution. That's something that I learned. Sometimes if I learn something about development, I will talk to Trent, and Trent is not a developer, and I will tell her what is the problem I'm facing. She doesn't know anything about development. But at the moment I speak out the problem, I realize, hey, I'm missing something. Yes, of course. Because when you speak out, you formalize it differently in your mind. And that's a good reflex. And okay, maybe by chance, maybe your friends knows about it. Okay, so that's something. But in Europe, the first thing people will say is, "Oh, I will check for reference book. I will check for internet. I will Google it and find some stories." That's the way people do. But of course, after you try your friend quickly and it doesn't work, do not hesitate to Google or to go to all those forums, the technical forums. Okay, so or HR forums. All right, guys. So it's time to shine for you guys. I believe that all of you, you have your list, you know what to do, you have your checklist, okay? Anyone you face a problem, I'm here, okay? Do not hesitate. You don't need to start to say, I'm sorry to disturb. No, you don't disturb me, okay? You contact me, it's because you need it, I'm there for you, okay? That's how it works, okay? Do not bother to spend time to tell me, I'm sorry to disturb you. No. Of course, if you send me a message at midnight, maybe you can say so, okay? But in the daytime, absolutely no problem. All right? Cheers, guys. Let's make it happen. Time to shine and be proud of being Indonesian. Cheers.